Hi, I'm Lauren Roth, and I'm here to answer your questions about marriage, parenting, and relationships in general. Please do submit your questions. We'd love to hear from you. So 2 different people this week asked me the same question. They said, I'm dating. How do I know which person to choose? There's so many people to choose from. How do I know which one is the right one? Okay, yes, both times the question came from men because we all know that there are more women than men in our circles these days. But there's an aspect of the question that applies to women as well. And that aspect is, how do I know which one is the right one? Pure and simple, you don't. You never know for certain. You go with your best educated guess, and then you commit to that one person, and then you start the hard work of making the relationship work. You know, there's a saying in AA, it works if you work it. Relationships are hard work. They're supposed to be hard work. That's what we're here for on this earth. Actually, I was gonna say, this is not Hollywood, this is real life. But then I realized, oh, in Hollywood, they all get divorced. What I meant is, this is not a Hollywood movie where it's all scripted and music that's very relevant comes in at just the right moment. Imagine Pachelbel's canon playing just about now. This is not a Hollywood movie. Things don't go as planned. Actually, on another take of this video, I was sitting here videoing and the phone rang. Now, I turned off both lines before I started videoing, but obviously I didn't turn off both lines. Stuff happens in life. That's what life is for. Life is for not exactly knowing, not having it scripted, not being a prophet, not having a crystal ball, not being omniscient, not being all-knowing, and just working at it. Relationships are the work of giving in to the other person, the work of respecting the other person, the work of figuring out what the other person is feeling, what they're thinking, working on figuring out what they're all about. You know, when I was engaged, there was another girl who was engaged at the same time that I was. And I didn't know that my husband was the right one. I just said, you know, with the information that I have right now, I think that this is the best option for me to go forward with this relationship and make our lives work together. And thank God I can personally say that it works if you work it. And it is work. Relationships are hard work and they're constant work and it's good work. And that's what we're here for. And that's what it's all about. But there was a girl who was engaged at the same time that I was. And I said to her at that time, how do you know that the man that you've chosen is the right one for you for the rest of your life? And she said, I just know. Now, about 10 years ago, I realized that girl, who's now a woman, doesn't think very much. So of course she's able to have this just romantic, fluffy feeling of, I just know. It's not really knowing, because when you really think, if you think about it too much, you can basically ruin and kill every single possible mate on the face of this earth. Let me think. Maybe this will come up and that won't work in our life. Maybe that about him is not perfect. I think, and therefore I know, that her eyes are exactly 1/4 millimeter off. Listen, I'm all for thinking. I consider myself to be a thinking person. I love thinking. I enjoy it so much. I'm all for thinking. But overthinking, again, can kill so many lovely opportunities. This is my advice. You take your best educated guess at the moment with the information that you have. You commit to that one person, and then you give that one person all the love and caring that's in your heart to give. And then that one person becomes the right one. Tell me what you think in the comment section below. Take care.